Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera kepada para hadirin sekalian. Saya Siti Nabila selaku MC anda pada petang ini. Selamat datang ke sesi bual bicara Senaman antara mitos dan fakta bersama Dr. Nur Farah binti Muhammad Fauzi. Sebelum kita mulakan sesi bual bicara kita, jom kita berkenalan dulu dengan speaker jemputan kita yang mesra dikenali sebagai Dr. Farah Fauzi. Sedikit tentang latar belakang pendidikan Dr. Farah. Beliau mempunyai ijazah sarjana muda sains dalam sains biomedical di UKM, ijazah sarjana sains dalam sains sukan dan bidang pengajian PhD dalam exercise physiology and metabolism. Menarik kan? Dan seperti apa yang kita tahu, kalau kita jumpa Dr. Farah ni, dia memang seorang yang sangat rajin dan selalu ada positive vibe, selalu bawa aura-aura yang positif dengan beliau. Dan Dr. Farah juga sebenarnya rajin bersenam dan senama favourite beliau adalah yoga. I baru tahu yang doktor suka buat yoga. So this is very quite inspiration for me. And doktor juga suka spend time in the nature, suka membaca. Jadi saya rasa pada saya Dr. Farah boleh kita jadikan sebagai inspirasi, bukan saja inspirasi sebagai dari seorang pensyarah kepada seorang pelajar, tapi sebenarnya kepada semua orang kat sana, because Dr. Farah sendiri mempunyai career dan career itu sendiri dan masih suka buat benda-benda yang senaman-senaman yang beliau suka. Contohnya macam yoga sebentar tadi lah yang saya terangkan. Assalamualaikum Doktor, apa khabar Doktor? Doktor.
Okay, alright. Waalaikumsalam Nabila, thank you.
As always, you always look fabulous. Even though online Doktor memang always nampak camera ready.
It's a bit suram hari ni, kat luar tu mendung ya.
Ya, same je Doktor. Okey, baiklah, tanpa kita melengahkan masa lagi, saya serahkan kepada Dr. Farah Fauzi untuk sesi berbicara senaman antara mitos dan fakta. Dipersilakan Doktor.
Okay, thank you Miss Nabila. Thank you for the kind introduction. Walaupun ada sedikit pembetulan saya nak betulkan. Saya tidak rajin bersenam. Saya tidak rajin, but I have to do it. Sometimes I have to do it, so I need to do it. Anyway, selamat petang semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you can hear me clearly. So today's session is going to be very santai. Ya, kita buat santai-santai je lah, tak payah formal-formal. Boring lah webinar formal-formal. So grab a coffee, a drink or whatever. If you have some biscuits, can have your biscuits while listening. Okay. So thank you for attending. Yeah, I am happy to see all of you interested to know bagaimana apa orang kata nak meningkatkan kesihatan kita ataupun information maklumat yang kita patut tahulah tentang senaman ni, sebab saya faham dan saya tahu bahawa there are so many mythos out there ya, yang orang kata circulating, especially dalam media sosial kan, and you don't know which one is right and which one is wrong. So that's why I came up with this topic. So dengan harapan saya dapat memperbetulkan maklumat-maklumat yang kurang tepat ataupun tidak benar mengenai senaman yang dapat orang kata yang boleh membuatkan orang menjauhkan diri, ya, avoid exercising because of this myth. Okay, sebenarnya exercise ni benda tak payah nak orang kata don't make things difficult. Don't make life difficult. So sama juga, don't make exercise difficult. Alright. Okay, so I've received a lot of questions, over about 200 in the exercise science field. I don't know that many myths, because apa yang saya tahu semua adalah fakta. Tetapi mereka yang mungkin like macam anda semua, probably you're not in the exercise science field, so you maybe do not know where to find the right information, ataupun you've been fed, telah disuap dengan information atau maklumat yang kurang tepat. Alright, so thank you for helping me. I really appreciate your questions, although I cannot answer all of your questions, so I am sorry. Saya ambil mana-mana yang mempunyai tema yang samalah. So saya susun soalan anda mengikut tema-tema yang bersesuaian, dan and then we'll see lah if I can take some other extra questions during the Q&A. Saya akan cuba bantu jawab. Okay. Alright, so I would like this to be more like a sharing session, not like a lecture session. So apa yang saya ingin yang akan berkongsi dengan anda is based on what I know and also my experience and also my observation of the people around me, surrounding exercise. Okay, so kita mula ya. So saya share screen-nya. Tambah berat badan Prof Po, biskut and drink, but it's okay. It's Friday. Friday boleh. Cheat day. Ya, Prof Po, Friday is cheat day. Okay, bismillah. Saya share screen saya. Alright. Okay. So, I would like to talk about the first myth, dan saya lihat, I think dalam banyak question yang saya dapat tu, 50% soalan yang saya dapat adalah berkaitan tema ini. Okay, and macam saya pelik kenapa orang masih berfikiran macam itu. So I guess maybe itulah mungkin dah terlalu banyak maklumat yang tidak tepat disebarkan kan, so you tend to believe otherwise. Alright, so the first myth that I would like to address is exercise boleh buat kita kurus. So these are some of the questions that I get. Kalau tak turun berat, exercise tak berkesan ke? Orang kurus tak perlu exercise ke? Nanti bertambah kurus. Jangan fikir macam tu. Betul ke dengan senaman sahaja boleh kita buat kurus? Senaman apa yang paling efektif untuk kuruskan badan? Okay, so let me tell you, this is, okay, if I were to list down the benefits of exercise daripada nombor 1 sampai nombor 200, lose weight from exercise, losing weight from exercise, awak rasa terletak pada nombor berapa? Please put some numbers in the chat. So let's say benefit tu saya listkan daripada benefit exercise kan, daripada 1 hingga 200, awak rasa penurunan berat badan terletak pada tangga berapa atau nombor berapa? Can I see some numbers in the chat, please? Saya tak nak cakap sorang-sorang. You all have to interact with me. Maybe 100, 150. Wow, dia letak nombor 2. Wow, okay. 111, that's a very nice number. Thank you. 199, thank you Luqman Hakim. Number 2, number 5, number 2. Number 50. Okay, alright, thank you. Yang tolong beri jawapan. Bukan jawapan tu, guess. Thank you for your guesses. Now, penurunan berat badan, kalau saya akan letak daripada list 1 hingga 200 tadi kan, saya akan letak pada nombor ataupun tangga 249. Awak faham tak maksud saya? Dia tak masuk dalam list pun. So dalam list, benefits of exercise from 1 to 200, yang penurunan berat badan tu tak ada dalam list. Saya letak pada mungkin tangga 249 ataupun 389, maybe 999. Tangga 1000 pun saya boleh letak. So actually it's not in the list. Yeah. So the reality of exercise is to make you healthy, not to make you lose weight. Alright. If you want to lose weight, saya cakap senang. You don't eat. That's all. Of course lah, the right way to say it is dietary restriction ataupun caloric restriction. Ya, kurangkan pengambilan jumlah kalori. So jangan makanlah. That is the easiest way for you to lose weight, and that is a fact. Bukan kita tak boleh kuruskan badan melalui exercise. Exercise does help. Ya, dia akan tolong kita kuruskan badan atau lose some weight together dengan caloric restriction. So you must have the element of caloric restriction ataupun pengurangan jumlah kalori yang kita ambil setiap hari. So you must have that element, then you add the exercise, dia akan jadi sinergi. Tahu tak sinergi itu apa? 1 tambah 1 bukan jadi 2, 1 tambah 1 jadi 3. Itu maksudnya sinergi. So when you work these two elements together, barulah dia akan menghasilkan satu kesan pada penurunan berat badan yang sangat efektif dan sangat cepat. But if you just hope on exercise alone to help you lose weight, memang sangat susah. Bukan tak boleh, boleh, tapi sangat susah. ya. Dan you really, because if you want to lose weight, you need to lose calories. Maksudnya kita kena wujudkan satu keadaan di mana badan kita kekurangan kalori, atau English panggil, Mak Saleh panggil caloric deficit. So kena wujudkan satu keadaan badan di mana kita kekurangan kalori. With exercise, you can create that caloric deficit, but the amount of calorie tu, for example, kalau macam contohnya lah, nak kuruskan badan lah, for example kan, you cut 500 calories daripada satu hari, ya. Cut away 500 calories. So setiap hari kita akan kurangkan kita punya everyday calorie tu, jumlah kalori seharian about 500 calories. If you want to exercise 500 calories, is very difficult. So rule of thumb lah, ya, rule of thumb secara roughly, you want to nak kira exercise kan, kira exercise calorie. Satu batu berlari 1 mile, ya, 1 mile. So 1 mile is about 1.4 kilometers, ya. So 1 mile run, not walk, 1 mile run, you burn 100 calories. So if you want to burn 500 calories, that's about maybe 4 mile run. 4 mile kali dengan 1.4 adalah dalam 5.6 kilo. So it's not easy to run 5 kilo if you are not a runner, or if you're not used to running macam saya. Yeah? But it's easy for you to cut 500 calories from diet. Senang. Kurangkan portion makanan, jangan makan goreng pisang. Kalau nak makan goreng pisang, makan 1 biji, 2 biji tak apa, jangan habiskan 1 bag. Lepas tu ada orang tanya, kalau makan 1 biji, 2 biji tak kenyang. The point is, nak makan goreng pisang tu bukan untuk kenyang. Makan goreng pisang tu untuk happy-happy, suka-suka, bukan untuk kenyang. Nak makan kenyang, kenalah makan makanan yang mengenyangkan, karbohidrat dan protein dan sayur. Okay, untuk rasa je, bukan untuk kenyang. Nak kenyang, kena makan benda lain yang lebih bernutrient, yeah. Alright, so it's easier for you to cut calories from diet, not through exercise. But if you want to do it with exercise, boleh. Macam saya cakap tadi lah, 1 mile run equals to 100 calories. So how many miles you can run every day, or maybe in a week? So I would like to share a story. I have a friend who is obese, who was obese. He's a guy. He's obese, yeah. I have not seen him lah. I had not seen him in ages lah, since the first PKP. Sebelum PKP tu pun saya tak jumpa dia. And then the first PKP and after the first PKP yang kita boleh keluar semula tu, I went to his shop. So he has a shop. Saya masuk kedai, and then I was looking for him. And then I saw this guy yang saya tak kenal, tegur saya, "Hey Farah, lama tak jumpa." And I was like looking at this guy, dalam hati saya, siapa ni? Like macam trying to korek saya punya otak. Dia ni siapa? Siapa dia ni? Pernah jumpa dekat mana? Apa nama dia? And then he realised that saya mungkin tak recognize dia. Dan dia cakap lah nama dia, "It's me, Amin." Bukan nama sebenar. "It's me, Amin." And then I was like, macam he has dropped so much weight daripada obese dia jadi normal size, lean, ya. Bukan like BMI, saya tak tahu BMI dia berapa, tapi probably like BMI, I don't know, 20, 21, ya. So normal BMI daripada obese to normal BMI. So when we were just the two of us at the shop, so saya tanya dia, you know what was the first thing that I asked? The first thing that I asked him, saya tanya dia, "You diet ke?" Because he lost so much weight, and is the only thing that can help you lose that so much weight is by dieting. And then dia kata tak. So I said, "What do? You sakit ke?" Because yalah, kadang-kadang orang sakit kita tak tahu kan, dia boleh lose weight juga. And then dia kata, "Taklah, I lari." So bila dia cakap I lari, then the next thing I asked him, "How long? 5K? 5 kilometers?" Dia kata tak, 10K. 10K. Then the next thing I asked him, "Every day?" Then dia kata yes, before pergi kerja. So baru saya tanya dia, "You ada tukar apa ni tak? Ada kurangkan makanan or anything like that? Like did you change your diet in any way?" Dia kata tak. "In fact, I makan lagi banyak." Of course lah, because if you run 10K every day, you need to replenish your fuel. Kena apa orang kata, isi balik lah badan kita dengan tenaga kan. You need to refuel because tomorrow, besok pagi nak kena run another 10K. So yeah, if you want to lose weight, that much weight, yes, it is possible with only exercise and you don't have to alter your diet. But 10K, boleh ke nak buat 10K? So kalau if you run 10K, so roughly you expend about, I don't know, 800 calories every single day. And that can really lead to significant amount of weight loss. So if you're just doing exercise like me, maybe once a week or twice a week, yeah, so you don't expect that when you don't expect to see weight loss from just minimum amounts of exercise. Okay. A lot of the people that I've met who lost weight, semuanya mesti ada elemen caloric restriction. Ya, kecuali yang kawan saya itulah. Yang tu memang tak ada calorie restriction. So yeah, so please do not think that if you do not see any weight loss, that your exercise is not beneficial ataupun tidak mendatangkan kesan. Kesan tu ada, cuma awak tak nampak sahaja because we are so, sebab kita very visual kan, kita nak tengok reward tu depan kita. So kita nak tengok ada pengurangan pada nombor on the scale. So bila ada pengurangan nombor tu, kita ingat exercise tu berkesan. Tetapi sebenarnya exercise tu you buat sikit ke, buat banyak ke, akan mendatangkan kesan. Cuma kita tak nampak dan kita tak nampak because the kesan tu berada dekat dalam badan. Yeah, we can feel it. We can feel, sometimes you can feel the effects, but we cannot see it. So when you cannot see the effects, do not think that it is not giving you any effects. Memberi kesan, it's just that you tak boleh nampak. Okay, so jangan ingatlah ya kesan exercise tak kalau tak turun badan maksudnya tak berkesan. Alright. Dan if you ask me senaman apa yang efektif untuk kuruskan badan? Senaman apa yang efektif untuk kuruskan badan? Any senaman if you want to lose weight, any senaman that will help you to burn a lot of calories. It doesn't matter if you want to nak lari ke, nak jalan ke, nak berenang, nak cycling or whatever, as long as you can burn a lot of calories from it, why not? No problem. There is a lady in my residential area. I always see her almost every morning when I take my morning walk. Dia pun walk sekali. My morning walk is only 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't spend that much time because I don't have that much time. I don't have a lot of time to spend. But I see her, saya keluar, saya nampak dia. I do my rounds 30 minutes, saya masuk balik. This is just at the park. I live in a condo, so we have quite a very nice park. Park yang kecil lah, so we can do our morning loops. Alright. Saya masuk, saya mandi, saya keluar pergi office, dia masih buat dia punya loops. So I think she would spend maybe 1.5 hours to 2 hours just walking. She's quite overweight, but just walking. But I started to see her during the PKP yang 2.0, and sampai sekarang saya nampak ada penurunan pada berat badan dia. Okay, maybe lah tak banyak macam kawan saya daripada obese to normal BMI, but still I can see daripada mata kasar saya nampak penurunan berat badan dia, and all she does is just walk. I guess she has time to spend, maksudnya dia ada masa untuk berjalan selama 1.5 jam atau 2 jam. And that's why, so there is no perfect exercise that make you lose weight. Anything that helps you to burn a lot of calories, do it. Do whatever kind of exercise that you think can help you burn calories, then do it. If you want to jump rope, do it. Okay? If you want to do sit-ups, do it. But sit-ups won't help you burn a lot of calories. All right? So which brings me to the next topic atau theme. Sit-up plank. So orang kata sit-up plank boleh kempiskan perut, ataupun kalau if you do plank, bolehkan kuruskan badan. So macam ni lah. If you want to lose weight, nak kuruskan badan ataupun kempiskan perut, the key is burn a lot of calories. So if you just do sit-ups or if you just do plank, takkan burn a lot of calories. Kalau awak buat 2,000 sit-ups satu hari, mungkin burn about 100 calories. I don't know because I've never done 2,000 sit-ups in a day. Alright. And plank, for an average people, kalau nak buat plank tu untuk average tu dalam 1 minit, 2 minit. 2 minit tu pokoknya dia sangat susah lah. Yeah? So 1 minit, 2 minit. And you won't burn that much calories. So and average people cannot do planks for extended period of time. So how many times do you want to do plank in a day? 5 times, 10 times, but even so, dalam 1 minit tu you don't burn a lot. So it's not effective lah. Yeah. So think about when you think if you want to lose weight with exercise, calorie, bakar calorie tu. So apa if you want to do plank, sit up boleh, tapi make sure the activity tu boleh bakar banyak kalori lah, which means awak kena buat plank atau sit up dengan banyak. So sanggup ke? Mesti tak sanggup kan? Okay. So next mitos ataupun fakta, exercise. So this is the recommendation, ya. Recommendation, saranan untuk semualah, ya, semua negara, bukan Malaysia sahaja. So we need to do 30 minutes every day, 5 times a week. So kalau kita kalikan dia punya duration tu, dia punya minit dan hari tu, kita dapat roughly dalam 150 minit seminggu. So tidak semestinya awak kena buat 5 kali seminggu. Awak boleh buat 3 kali seminggu ke 2 kali seminggu. Tapi total dalam seminggu tu, minit dia 150 minit. Itu adalah saranan. Ya, saranan yang dikeluarkan berpandukan kajian-kajian terdahulu yang mendapati this is the right amount, ya, this is the optimum amount, ya, that everyone should do to maintain their health, ya, to maintain their health and also prevent from disease ataupun mengurangkan risiko untuk mendapat penyakit kronik lah. Alright. Tapi personally, I feel it does not matter if you want to do 10 minutes, you want to do 20 minutes in a week. Yeah, if you want to do 50 minutes in a week, you want to do 100 minutes a week, 200 minutes a week, that is entirely up to you. Yeah, sebab dia kata recommendation, yes, 150 minutes, tetapi tidak semestinya kita kena ikut. Alright, so you can do less, you can do more. Itu terpulang kepada kemampuan masing-masing. At least you do something. And I see a lot of questions. Saya nampak banyak soalan yang bertanyakan kalau berjalan kaki 10 minit sahaja cukup tak? Dan saya tak pasti bila dia tanya 10 minit tu, do you mean 10 minit seminggu ke atau 10 minit sehari? Tapi kalau boleh buat 10 minit sehari, ada masalah. If you can only do 10 minutes a week, juga tak ada masalah. I would like to quote a study, satu kajian it was conducted in Taiwan. Can't remember, I think it was in 2015 or something, I can't remember. But saya ingat study tu because it was dia melibatkan ramai orang, it was ratus ribu, couple of 100,000 people, and dia bahagikan penduduk di Taiwan itu into 5 different categories. So kategori pertama langsung tak exercise, tak ada minit, 0 minit seminggu. Kategori kedua 15 minit, lepas tu 30 minit seminggu, and then 100 minutes and 150 minutes, something like that lah. Alright, and they found that walaupun mereka yang buat 15 minit seminggu, bukan sehari, ya, seminggu, had lower risk, mempunyai risiko yang lebih rendah, ya, terhadap penyakit-penyakit kronik berbanding mereka yang tidak buat exercise langsung. So it doesn't mean that your 10 minutes does not bring you any benefits. But of course, yeah, if you do more, it will bring you more benefits. But who's to say, siapa yang boleh kata 10 minit tu tak berguna langsung? If you can do 5 minutes, even 5 minutes a day, do it. Yeah, because I believe sikit-sikit lama-lama jadi bukit. So maybe because what I like to do, because sometimes bila kita tengok pasal exercise ni kan, kita tengok hari ni, kita tengok dalam sehari. So dalam sehari, Allah, hari ni buat 10 minit je, ataupun minggu ni buat 10 minit je. And then next week you buat 10 minit je, or maybe you do 10 minutes for 2 days. So jadi 20 minit. So alah sikitnya macam orang lain berjam-jam pergi gym, pergi pukul 10 pagi, balik pukul 1 tengah hari. Macam tu kononnya lah kan. But what you need to understand that fat loss, ya, pengurangan berat badan ataupun pengurangan lemak, dia bukan hari ni buat lepas tu terus immediately you ada fat loss macam tu. No, fat loss takes months. Yeah, it takes months, it takes weeks, it takes months. So don't feel that macam 10 minit hari ini tidak akan mendatangkan kesan pada 3 atau 6 bulan akan datang. So always look at your, I like to see my exercise progress in months. Maksudnya setiap bulan berapa minit saya sudah exercise. Instead of saya tengok, alah hari ni 10 minit je, rasa macam baik tak payah buat langsung. So saya suka tengok dalam 1 bulan berapa minit saya sudah exercise and how many calories I burn. Yeah. So I like to take my morning walk. for half an hour. Sometimes if I can only do 20 minutes, I do 20 minutes. You know, sometimes I need to rush to work lah, anak pun nak PTPR and all kan. You have life to attend to. Yeah, I understand. So saya macam awak, yeah, I'm not special in any way. So I have life to attend to. Sometimes I can only spend 20 minutes. Ada hari yang saya hanya boleh spend 15 minutes. Just do a one loop macam tu, maybe that. So 2-3 loop that will give me 1 kilometer. Yeah. So kalau banyak masa saya akan buat 2 kilometer. So 2 kilometer I burn about 120 calories, which is not much. Lepas tu kalau balik, lepas tu minum teh, dah habis dah 120 calories tu. Minum teh kan, minum hot tea dah habis 120 calories. So kalau if I do 15 minutes, of course lah 80 calories saja. Makan KitKat bar dah 200 calories. So kalau kita tengok macam tu, you get very demotivated tau. Tengok macam mana 80 calories je. But that 80 calories will add up with your tomorrow atau yang lusa punya, dan setiap hari dia akan add up dan satu bulan maybe you burn about 1,200 calories. So look at the big number. Yeah, look at the big number. So what you do today will not give you the effect tomorrow, but maybe what you do today, dia akan accumulate kesan itu, akhirnya menghantarkan kesan mungkin 6 bulan akan datang. So kita tak perlu, don't expect reward tu datang terus ya. So kita nak hidup lama. Jadi biarlah kesan tu datang lambat, tak apa. Ya, kesan tu datang lambat, it's okay. Ya, bukannya tak ada kesan yang bagus lah. You still get the benefits, but the thing is you cannot see it. Alright, okay. So nak buat 10 minit tak apa. Dan saya suka if you start with 10 minutes, you know what? Later on, you are going to add to 15 minutes. Dan lepas buat 15 minit, tambah 20 minit. Dah 20 minit tu tambah 30 minit. Another story. Sambung daripada cerita dengan kawan saya tadi yang daripada obese tiba jadi BMI normal tu. So saya tanya dia, because he was obese before, and I was like, pelik, you know, macam orang obese boleh lari ya 10 kilo. Not to undermine anyone who is overweight atau obese, because I know there are a lot of people out there who can run, who are obese, overweight, who can run better than me. Yeah, better than me. Ada, bukannya tak ada. So I'm not undermining anyone. It's just that saya macam, wow. So saya tanya dia, you memang biasa berlari ke? So because he does 10k every morning. So dia kata, because it's not easy for you to run 10k and every day, yeah, every day. So for you to do 10k, you must have like good stamina. You must be like macam memang mungkin sportsman dahulu kan, atau buat Ironman, buat triathlon dan biasa lari 10k. And then dia kata, no, I started with walking. And then lepas tu, then I jog. And then I jog lama-lama, I lari 10k. So you start with small things. You start with small. So don't undermine. Jangan perkecilkan benda kecil yang kita buat. Because yang kecil itulah akhirnya akan membawa kepada kesan yang lebih besar. Ya. So nobody, macam contohnya macam orang yang kita nampak macam ada banyak duit. Dia bukan start dengan banyak duit terus. Mungkin dia dulu miskin. And then they go into business and start to collect money and earn money bit by bit, and akhirnya menjadi orang kaya. Sama juga. So you don't start big, start small, because from that small you will increase. You will get that motivation, you will get that confidence untuk to do more, to do more. And macam kawan saya tu, he started with walking. Of course lah, because he was overweight, there's no way he can run. I mean, like first time tu keluar terus pakai kasut, pakai tracksuit terus run 10k. That would be impossible. So he started with walking, and now where he is, 10k. So don't undermine your 10 minutes. Even your 5 minutes or so, you don't undermine. Maksudnya jangan rendahkan effort kita sendiri. Yeah? Okay. Right. So next one, berjalan kaki bukan senaman. Berjalan kaki itu senaman. Jangan kata bukan senaman. Ya, saya berjalan kaki. Alright. So saya berjalan kaki. So it is a senaman. Right. Okay. So anything that fits the definition of exercise is exercise. So apa yang didefinisikan sebagai exercise? So basically, exercise means you need to have a frequency. Frequency itu bermaksud So frequency itu bermaksud berapa kali dalam seminggu. Seminggu sekali? Seminggu Saya cakap seminggu, bukan sebulan atau setahun. So berapa kali seminggu, bukan beberapa kali sebulan atau setahun. No, kalau 1 kali sebulan, 1 kali setahun bukan di-consider as exercise. So berapa kali seminggu? Sekali seminggu, fine. 2 kali, fine. 3 kali, fine. Okay, and then you have frequency, then the next one is intensity. Intensity maksudnya dia punya kepayahan lah, the difficulty of the exercise. So ada orang buat light, ya, ringan-ringan sahaja macam berjalan kaki. Ada orang suka buat medium, moderate, ya. Ada orang suka buat high intensity, maksudnya intensity yang tinggi lah, yang tercungap-cungap, yang tak boleh bernafas tu, ya. So which intensity? So are you doing light, you are doing moderate, or you are doing high intensity? So if you have any of this, okay, cukup, dah ada frequency, dah ada intensity. Masa maksudnya tempoh dia. Tempoh yang awak lakukan tu. Berapa minit? 5 minit ke? Okay, 10 minit. Maksudnya 1 kali exercise tu, 1 kali session tu berapa minit? Okay, 5 minit, 10 minit. Fine. And satu lagi, dia punya komponen is dia punya syarat lah. Aktiviti tu harus dilakukan berulang kali, ya, berulang kali, dan juga berstruktur. Berstruktur bermaksudnya kita ada plan. So if you play tennis, if you berenang, jalan kaki, zumba, yoga, buat apa-apalah yang ada struktur, yang ada plan. So itu consider as exercise. So kalau aktiviti yang tidak berstruktur, maksudnya kita tak plan. So sekejap kita bangun, sekejap kita lari, sekejap kita merangkak. Tapi maksudnya and we only do this like maybe macam hari ni macam like tiba-tiba. So that is not considered exercise. So exercise kena ada dia punya frequency, berapa kali seminggu, lepas tu intensity dia macam mana, light ke, moderate ke, medium ke, atau tinggi ataupun hard. Ya. And then you need to have time. So time berapa? Okay, 5 minit, fine, 5 minit. Dan aktiviti tu kena berstruktur. So anything yang berstruktur, ya, dan kita dapat kita dapat lakukan dia secara berulang kali is considered as exercise. I consider cuci kereta as exercise. Cuci kereta, awak cuci kereta tu, so cuci kereta kan penat kan, dan dia aktiviti yang macam berstruktur. So kita cuci badan kereta, dan kita cuci tayar kereta, dan ada intensity. So kalau awak cuci kancil, light lah intensity dia kan, intensity ringan. Berbanding kalau kita cuci bas, bus express tu kita cuci seorang kan, of course lah high intensity. So as long as the intensity, ada frequency. If you cuci bas every week, setiap kerja macam mungkin kerja dekat stesen bas or whatever, and you have to cuci the bus every week, kena cuci 1 bas, consider as exercise lah, walaupun dia bukan berlari ke jogging ke, not the usual ataupun the apa orang kata yang the usual type of exercise that you see, you know, advertised in the gyms and all, but to me it's still a form of exercise. Okay, so don't worry, whatever that you do will bring benefits to you, yeah. So please, kalau nak jalan kaki, jalanlah kaki, tak ada masalah, ya. So jadikan cerita kawan saya tu yang hanya berjalan kaki, lepas tu akhirnya lari 10k. So sekarang saya tak tahu lah lari berapa, 20k ke 30k ke, saya tak tahu. I haven't seen him for a long time also since the second PKP. Alright, so next one, okay, so this is a very huge debate. Nak exercise pagi ke nak exercise malam? Alright. Okay. Actually, you do what fits you best. Yeah, you do what fits you best. If you feel better, if you feel that awak ada energy untuk exercise pada waktu pagi, then you exercise in the morning. And if you feel that you have more energy to exercise in the evening, then you do exercise in the evening. So actually, it depends on what your body feels better doing. Ya, kita kena listen to our body, bukan kita kena listen to other people. Or you can listen to me, but not to orang lain yang tidak bertauliah, ataupun listen to sock man. Alright. So personally, if you ask me, I prefer to exercise in the morning because I have more energy in the morning. Yeah. Then compared in the afternoon. So kalau in the evening baru balik kerja, balik pukul 5 kan, macam rasa penat. So selalunya motivation untuk exercise memang sangat low. because you're already so tired. So that's a problem lah, because if you feel that you need to exercise in the evening, like macam kita letakkan exercise tu sebagai satu aktiviti riadah yang kita lakukan pada waktu petang, itu jadi masalahnya sebab petang kita akan jadi selalu penat. Alright, so jadi saya suka exercise waktu pagi lah, saya prefer. If I were to exercise alone, kalau saya exercise alone macam walking tu, saya akan buat waktu pagi sebab saya lebih bersemangat waktu pagi. Tapi kalau jenis exercise yang buat secara berkumpulan macam Zumba, yang tu I don't mind doing it in the evening, or yoga doing it in the evening walaupun penat, but you have your friends with you, so that gives you motivation untuk bersenam. But if you were to do it alone, then you find a time that was best for you. So tak kisahlah pagi ke, tengah hari ke, malam ke. Alright. Okay, itu my personal preference. But I have found, so I like this kind of questions sebab dia buatkan saya dive into the research and tengok bukti-bukti yang kajian saintifik lah yang telah dia publish. So I know people have associate, orang kaitkan senaman malam dengan sakit jantung and all, ya. So saya nak bagi tahu di sinilah, kita sakit jantung, penyakit jantung ni is actually a chronic disease. Maksudnya penyakit kronik yang dia punya development tu, dia punya pembentukan nak membawa kepada penyakit jantung tu is a process that takes time, bertahun-tahun sebenarnya. So contohnya kalau ada satu patient hari ni dia dapat heart attack, so heart attack tu bukan berpunca apa yang dia buat semalam ataupun apa yang dia buat bulan lepas ataupun apa yang dia buat tahun lepas. Pembentukan untuk menghala membawa kepada heart disease tu, penyakit jantung tu mungkin 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So it's a chronic disease. Dia punya pembentukan kepada penyakit jantung tu mengambil masa yang lama, sedikit demi sedikit. So kebetulan dia exercise malam tu dan esoknya dia dapat heart attack. So orang kata sebab dia exercise malam tu. So exercise malam tu menjadi trigger sahaja, ya, trigger that triggers the sakit jantung itu untuk meletup, for example. Tapi penyakit jantung tu sudah ada, cuma dia tidak tahu. So jangan ingat kalau kita exercise malam akan membuatkan jantung kita sakit, kita dapat sangka penyakit jantung. No, the penyakit jantung tu sudah bermula 5 tahun, 10 tahun lepas. But what you do tu yang menjadi trigger untuk orang tu dapat heart attack. Yang kita buat tu yang menjadi trigger untuk kita dapat heart attack. Alright. So it could be exercise waktu malam. It could be gaduh dengan boyfriend atau girlfriend buat dia jadi stres, lepas tu esoknya heart attack. So it could be a lot of things, ya. Penat, kadang-kadang terlalu penat. I had a friend whose dad passed away because of penat. Mengendalikan majlis kahwin anak dia. So that was very sad, yeah, because to have your father passed away the evening of your wedding reception. So can you imagine? So macam sedih kan? So the penat tu menjadi trigger kepada untuk penyakit jantung dia tu meletus. So jangan ingat exercise malam tu menyebabkan penyakit jantung. Tak, mungkin penyakit jantung tu sudah ada. Tunggu masa sahaja untuk meletus. Alright. Having said that, there are studies yang menunjukkan bahawa if you exercise at night, dia membuatkan badan kita kurang relax. Ya. So kalau ikut fisiologi, kita ada dua saraf, ya, saraf simpatetik dan saraf parasimpatetik. The saraf simpatetik ini adalah saraf yang membuatkan badan kita berada dalam stress mode. Ya, so kalau macam sekarang saya stress because I'm talking to you, it's like macam stressnya ada 299 people listening to me. Very stressful. So my sympathetic mode is high. But when we go to sleep, bila kita dah habis, bila ini semua dah habis kan, bila kita tutup laptop dan balik rumah, kita masuk ke mode parasimpatetik. So the parasympathetic is the mode yang akan menurunkan tahap stres kita. Ya, akan menurunkan tahap stres kita, put us in a relaxed mode. And waktu malam kita punya parasympathetic ni very dominant. Kenapa dia dominant? Sebab it helps us to go to sleep. So that's why kalau kita stress, kita stress pasal exam ke whatever, you find that macam susah nak tidur. Sebab bila kita tidur, our parasympathetic tu kena dominant. Dia sympathetic dengan parasympathetic dia macam balance scale. Dia satu tinggi, satu rendah. Bila satu tinggi tu, satu lagi rendah macam tu. So bila kita nak tidur, your para mesti tinggi. Parasympathetic kena tinggi. Kalau your simpa tinggi, then this one akan turun, you will not be able to sleep. Alright? And also the reason why our parasympathetic needs to be dominant because our healing process dalam badan kita yang berlaku setiap hari semasa kita waktu tidur, semasa kita tidur, perlukan this parasympathetic to be dominant. So parasympathetic tu dia akan stimulate ataupun dia akan merangsang untuk proses healing berlaku, pembaik pulihan tisu-tisu dalam badan kita. So a few studies have shown that if you exercise in the evening, dia menyebabkan our parasympathetic turun dan yang akhirnya yang tinggi tu sympathetic. So sympathetic ni dia berfungsi waktu stress. So in a way, nak put it easy lah, nak simply put it, it puts, if you exercise in the evening, there's a tendency, ada ke barang kalian, exercise itu akan membuatkan badan kita berada dalam mode stress, berada dalam mode stress, and what one of the study dia lakukan tu, dia measure the activity saraf tu waktu pagi selepasnya. So maksudnya dia exercise malam, orang tu datang exercise malam, lepas tu orang tu tidur, lepas tu dia bangun pagi, then dia measure activity saraf sympathetic dengan parasimpa tu. Then they found that the activity yang sympathetic tu lebih tinggi if you exercise malam. If you exercise in the evening, So basically conclusionnya, if you want to exercise in the evening, don't exercise too late. Jangan exercise terlalu malam, Janganlah tiba-tiba nak exercise pukul 12 malam. Who does that? Jangan exercise pukul 12 malam. Nak exercise malam pukul 7 malam, 8 malam boleh. Pukul 9 malam to me is already quite late. 7, 8 PM to me is the cut off lah. Cut off. Okay, so stop. Lepas daripada pukul 8 malam tu stop lah. Tak perlulah. So give your time, give your body masa. Beri masa kepada badan kita untuk lower the sympathetic response, to lower the sympathetic nerve activity dan naikkan the parasympathetic supaya kita berada dalam mode yang relax. So when we go to sleep, proses pembaikan tisu, pembaik pulihan tisu dalam badan kita dapat berlaku dengan lebih efisien dan lebih berkesan. Because every day selama kita ada 24 jam kita hidup kan, 24 jam setiap hari, 16 jam kita kerja, 8 jam tu kononnya untuk tidur. So 16 jam tu every day waktu siang tu mesti ada apa orang kata micro damage, damage lah, kerosakan mikro dalam badan kita yang kita perlu repair. Yang kita perlu repair. So selalunya pembaik pulihan repairing ni berlaku waktu tidur. So don't compromise your sleep. Don't compromise your sleep. So ini pandangan saya. I do not know about what others think, but this is my personal opinion. If you want to exercise in the evening, go ahead, do it. But do it between maybe 7 to 8. Give your body time to rest, like properly rest, properly turunkan sympathetic response tu before you go to bed. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. So jangan tanya saya, boleh tak exercise pukul 12 malam? Tak boleh. Bukan tak boleh, boleh, tak ada masalah. Tapi it will not be good for your health. Okay? Alright, so pukul 12 malam tu adalah waktu untuk tidur sebenarnya. Okay? Alright. So, next one. This is also my favorite. Lama tak exercise, masa tukar jadi lemak. Okay. Tuan-tuan, puan-puan sekalian, abang-abang, kakak-kakak, adik-adik sekalian. Muscle is otot. Tisu otot is made up of, dibentuk oleh sel-sel otot. Sel otot. Lemak adalah tisu lemak. Tisu lemak dia punya dibentuk ataupun is made up of sel-sel lemak yang kita namakan sebagai adipocytes. Kalau bahasa scientific term, adipocytes adalah tisu ataupun sel lemak. Kalau otot, myocytes. Myong, muscle, sites tu sel. Sel myo, sel otot. Sel otot dengan sel myocyte lain. Dia tak boleh tukar susu ke hati. Because there are two different tissues. Macam awak, macam kita semua, saya perempuan, saya tak boleh suka tukar hati jadi lelaki. Tak boleh. Maybe I can wear men's clothes on the outside. Yeah, but my physiology, saya tak boleh sesuka hati tukar jadi male physiology ataupun male anatomy. So it's the same thing. You cannot change fat into muscle. You cannot change muscle into fat. They are totally two different entity. Entity yang berbeza. Okay, so jangan ingat kalau lama tak exercise, muscle tu dia tukar jadi fat. Muscle tak akan tukar jadi fat, tetapi muscle itu akan mengecut kalau kita lama tidak melakukan aktiviti fizikal. Kalau kita lama tak melakukan aktiviti fizikal, your muscle will shrink. So that's why you see people who are bedridden, yang dah lama terlantar atas katil di hospital, atau mereka yang wheelchair bound. Yeah, people who are wheelchair bound, kalau awak bolehlah peek, yeah, if you can peek at their legs, you will see that kaki dia sangat kurus, like only bones. Muscle dia tak ada, ya, ada tapi probably dah shrinks, ya, dah shrink. Why? Because no physical activity, and it's the physical activity that keeps our muscle strong, ya, that builds our muscle and maintain our muscle mass. So kalau kita dah lama tak exercise, ya, so your muscles will not change into fat, it will shrink and become smaller, ya. And of course, if dah lama tak exercise, lepas tu kita increase kita punya calorie intake, makan macam-macam, yang akan membesarnya adalah sel-sel lemak, tisu lemak. Ya? So sel-sel lemak akan membesar. So what you get is smaller muscle and bigger fat mass. Smaller muscle mass, tisu otot makin kecil, tapi yang membesar tu adalah tisu lemak lah ataupun sel lemak. So they cannot suka hati tukar, ya. So saya tak nak dengar ataupun orang cakap, orang tanya soalan ni lagi, ya. Tolong, alright. So please tell people, siapa-siapa lagi yang kata lepas ni masa boleh tukar jadi lemak, lemak boleh tukar jadi masa, tak boleh. Alright. So I hope that clears the air. Okay. So next one, we've got about 10 to 15 minutes. I am surprised that I get a lot of these questions. Duduk lepas bersenam, punggung jadi besar. I do not know where this myth come from. Siapa yang cakap duduk lepas bersenam boleh punggung jadi besar? It totally does not make sense. And it bugs my mind. Saya duduk pening nak cuba fikirkan apa tapak jalan fiziologi yang boleh menyebabkan pengumpulan lemak bertambah apabila kita duduk selepas bersenam. Okay, so I look online, nothing on the scientific evidence yang mengatakan that you can increase your bum size if you sit right after exercise. So nope, this is not true. Yeah, and if you see this circulating on the sock mat, please, or the mat source or whatever, please tolong bust it. Yeah, it's not true. And if you ask me, can you sit right away? Boleh tak kita duduk sejurus selepas bersenam? Boleh, tak ada masalah. Especially kalau senaman itu sangat-sangat memenatkan and you feel like tak ada tenaga, tak ada no energy to stand up. Fine, go ahead, sit down, no problem. I've done that many times. Especially with very high intensity exercise. Kan kalau buat HIIT kan, lepas HIIT tu memang terduduk lah. Nak bernafas pun tak cukup nafas. Macam tu. So it's okay, no problem. You can sit, no problem. But it is better if you can just walk around. Yeah, instead of just sitting down, it is better for you to walk around instead of just resting. Lepas exercise tu, lepas jogging 5 kilo for example, lepas tu balik rumah terus duduk depan TV. So no, it's apa, bukan tak boleh, tak ada masalah, tak akan membahayakan kesihatan whatever, but it's just better lah. Lebih baik kalau kita boleh walk around first, maybe do some cooling down and do some stretching. Yeah, do some stretching, because bila kita berjalan, bila kita lepas, like for example kita buat Zumba ke, atau we do I don't know like any high intensity exercise kan, atau moderate intensity, lepas kita dah habis that session tu, baguslah kita buat cooling down. So cooling down, the easiest for you to do is just walk around, walk around, because the activity of walking around tu, bila kita berjalan kaki tu, sebenarnya bila kita exercise ni, our muscles kan dia bekerja dengan kuat bila dia bersenam, atau any physical activity yang dilakukan, dia bekerja dengan kuat. So bila dia bekerja dengan kuat, dia menghasilkan produk-produk metabolites lah, ataupun hasil-hasil daripada metabolism otot tu kan, yang macam lactic acid for example, and other metabolites yang perlu dikumuhkan. They're not supposed to be in the tissues, so perlu di clear away, they clear away from the muscles. So it's good that you walk around, because that activity helps to clear away the metabolites daripada tisu otot kita. So instead of just terus duduk ataupun rest macam tu, tapi tak salah, tak ada masalah, bukan dia tak boleh, tapi lebih baik sambil walk around tu, you can do some stretching. And then so I hope dah tak nak soalan ni ya. I am flabbergasted that I get, I don't know, 5 or 6 questions yang macam ni. Saya ingat bila the first question saya nampak tu, saya ingat orang ni joking kot, tapi rupanya ada 5-6 soalan yang sama. So it must have been circulating somewhere. People, like, yalah, itulah. Saya pun tak tahu nak cakap apa. So I hope that clears the air. It's not true, but yes, it is recommended that you walk around a little bit after intense exercise, and also do some stretching. And to add to that, ada orang tanya, should I do stretching before or after exercise? Kalau saya, I prefer to do it after. So it depends. Kalau awak seorang ahli gymnas that you need lots of flexibility in your activity, then yes, stretching is very important in your routine before you start your workout. Tapi kalau kita bukan ahli gymnas, kalau setakat kita nak buat Zumba atau bersenam, maybe just a light warm up will do. Tak perlulah nak stretching yang daripada bawah kaki sampai naik ke kepala tu kan, yang buat yang step by step tu kan, mula-mula ankle, lepas tu goyang lutut, lepas tu goyang pinggang, and then you do your arm and shoulder stretching. Tak perlulah. Just a light warm up will do. And then after that, I like to recommend stretching after exercise, because that helps too. In a way, macam tadi saya kata, it helps to clear away the metabolites from the muscle tissue. All right. Okay, next one. So this is my last slide, or maybe my last 2 slides. So these are some of the other questions that I would like to address lah. So can rope jumping make you taller? No. If you do rope jumping before you hit puberty, yes. Sebelum kita akil balik, yes, rope jumping boleh buat kita lagi tinggi, sebab kita punya pertumbuhan, kita punya growth spurt, kita punya pertumbuhan tinggi kan, berlaku sewaktu puberty. So kalau kita sudah akil balik dan dah lama dah mencapai akil balik, so it will not make you taller. Yes, it can make your bones denser. Dia boleh meningkatkan ketumpatan pada tulang kita because of the high impact jumping kan, high impact jumping. So yes, it can make your bones denser, lebih tumpat, tetapi tidak boleh meninggikan kita. Alright, but when people say it makes you taller, it's because the way I see rope jumpers have very good posture. For you to do rope jumping, they have very good posture. They stand up straight. Dia tak ada hunch sambil. Alright, so you don't see people rope jumpers, they hunch with, macam they hunch their shoulders, atau they have very bad posture. They normally have good posture. So if you tend to have a bad posture and then you start to rope jump, and then you will find that probably lepas tu your posture becomes better and you tend to stand up straighter, walk straighter. And then bila ukur tinggi, naiklah 1 inci ke 2 inci. Taklah 2 inci, I don't think it's 2 inci. It's probably like maybe 1 or 2 cm. So good for you. But that's because of the betterment ataupun the improvement in posture. So tulang tak jadi panjang ya. Jangan ingat tulang jadi panjang kalau kita rope jumping. Okay, senaman squat boleh jatuhkan peranakan? Tidak boleh. I do a lot of squats. I used to do a lot of squats. Nope. my placenta is still intact, my uterus is still intact. Oh, placenta, no, I don't have a placenta, my uterus is still intact. Okay, so peranakan, which means is your uterus. So the structures that support our uterus are your abdominal core muscles and also your pelvic floor muscles. Yeah, otot yang dalam, yeah, otot the abdominals yang dalam, the core, and also the pelvic floor muscles, the muscles yang bawah groin kita. So those muscles yang help to maintain the uterus at its location atau to keep our reproductive organs pada lokasi yang dia sepatutnya berada. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with squat. Although if you do squat and you don't do it properly, it can hurt your back, and I experienced that before. But it will not affect your uterus. Okay, weight training makes girls bulky. Okay, so this is very interesting. I do not know what it means by bulky. Bulky ni maksudnya macam The Rock ke? Or do you mean bulky like, I don't know, who's bulky? Okay, maybe you think Dabita Sabri, our national diver, is bulky. So I'm not sure what you mean by bulky. So if you think bulky, if you mean bulky tu macam The Rock, no, weight training cannot make girls look like The Rock. But can weight training make girls look like Dabita Sabri, who I think, by the way, has the most dream bagi saya body composition. Like I love how to see how her muscle definition and all, and how she shows she's so strong. If you think girl weight training boleh membuatkan kita badan kita macam Dabita Sabri, yes, but you need to train like Dabita Sabri. You need to eat like Dabita Sabri. Okay, so if you don't train like her, or if you just do weight training once a week, and you don't increase your protein intake, no, you cannot look like Dabita Sabri, and of course you cannot look like The Rock. If you want to look like The Rock, you must train every day, many hours every day, just doing weight training. And for girls, because we don't have enough testosterone, kena suntik testosterone, kena suntik anabolic steroid. Okay, and then after that, lepas tu kena increase your protein intake, bergallon-gallon protein powder, just to increase the protein synthesis in the muscle so you can look like The Rock. All right, but if you're not doing any of that, no, you will not end up looking like Dabita Sabri, or you will not look like The Rock. So don't worry, weight training for girls is good because it helps to increase your muscle mass. Sebab perempuan tak cukup muscle, sebab kita lain dengan lelaki. Lelaki dia ada testosterone. Yeah, testosterone dia banyak, so that helps in muscle synthesis. So women, we don't have that many testosterone, so our muscles mass is smaller. So we need to do weight training. Yeah, so weight training is good. All right, so don't worry about looking bulky. If you look like Dabita Sabri, so what? I want to look like Dabita Sabri. Okay, so kalau kurang peluh, kurang bakar kalori, this is not true. Okay, yes, if you burn more calories, your body will burn more heat. Yeah, your body will burn more heat. Tetapi heat ini dia akan keluar daripada badan lah. Perpeluhan tidak sama dengan pengeluaran haba dalam badan, daripada badan. Perpeluhan adalah dari hasilnya daripada proses kondensasi di udara, so that becomes peluh. So if you exercise in a humid country macam Malaysia, yes, you tend to sweat a lot. Yeah, and of course the more heat you produce, the more you sweat. But if you were to exercise in Hokkaido, Japan, for example, or in Sahara Desert, which is very dry and not humid at all, you may not sweat at all, or you may just sweat sikit saja. Tetapi tak semestinya awak tak burn calorie ataupun awak tak menghasilkan tenaga, atau your body does not produce heat. Your body does produce heat, ya. Dan haba akan tersebar melalui beberapa kaedah, salah satunya kondensasi. Okay, so don't think that if you don't sweat, kalau tak perlu tu maksudnya tak burn apa-apalah. No. Okay. No exercise while on menses or when pregnant. You can exercise while on menses if you feel like it. If you don't feel any discomfort, go ahead, exercise lah. Yeah. tak ada masalah. Kalau nak exercise during pregnant pun boleh. I used to exercise until I was up until I think about 6 or 7 months pregnant. I think I stopped when I reached 7 months because my tummy was already very big. No problems until now. Back still okay. All right. Again, you need to know lah. Kena buat berpada-pada lah. So always listen to your body. Don't look at what others do. Yeah, that's their body. Your own body. So listen to your body. Okay. And no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain maksudnya kalau exercise tu kalau tak sakit, maksudnya tak ada kesan. Kalau tak turun berat badan, maksudnya tak ada kesan. Jangan fikir macam tu. Yeah. So jangan exercise kalau rasanya okay, I need to cause pain. I need to increase pain when I exercise, or I need to make the exercise sangat-sangat intense, sangat-sangat susah. So bila exercise tu susah, maksudnya baru dia mendatangkan kesan. No, tidak semestinya. Okay, just do whatever you feel like doing. Listen to your body. If your body doesn't want to work out very, very, very heavily, then don't work out very heavily. If your body feels like doing more today, then do more today. And tomorrow, esok rasa malas, it's okay, no problem. All right. So I would like to address this. Macam mana nak motivasikan diri untuk bersenam? Actually kan, untuk bersenam ni tak perlukan motivation, because if you want to wait for motivation to come, it will never come. Yeah, for some people or for most people, it will never come. And for me, it's very hard for me to find motivation to exercise. Yeah, honestly speaking, I do it because I don't feel good if I don't do it. Saya rasa tak sedap badan kalau saya tak buat. Jadi itu memaksa saya untuk bersenam. But of course, I like some forms of exercise, so I like to do it lah. If you don't have the motivation, you're not abnormal. So it's normal to not be motivated to exercise. So you can, so because of that, you cannot wait for motivation to come because it may not come. Yeah, so tak boleh kata next year lah, next year tunggu motivation next year Januari 1, 2022, tak boleh, because mungkin tak akan sampai. So if you want to exercise, you need to make the intention, whether you like it or not, whether you like doing it, the intention tu kena ada, and then kita kena jalankan intention tersebut, realisasikan the intention. Yeah, so what I would do is, if I want to exercise tomorrow, I will make the intention tonight I want to so tonight I will make the intention that I want to exercise tomorrow, do yoga or whatever, do Zumba or whatever. So it helps to prepare my body and my mental when I wake up the next morning tomorrow. So kalau masa tu rasa tak suka, terpaksa buat juga sebab because you already make the intention. It's something that you have to discipline yourself lah. And exercise ni memang tak semua orang suka. Kebanyakan ramai orang tak suka because it's not normal. It's not something that we normally do. Ya, sebab tu susah untuk kita commit to it, susah untuk kita memotivasikan untuk kita bersenam sebab it's not something that we do normally. Ya, kita melakukan physical activity, but untuk bersenam, pergi gym, lift weights, do Zumba, do yoga, itu semua apa orang kata invention, human inventions yang terbaru. Ya, zaman dulu mana ada Zumba? 100 tahun dahulu orang tak buat Zumba, 100 tahun dahulu orang tak buat lifting weights and all. 100 tahun dahulu orang menunggang kuda, or maybe 200, 500 years ago, people ride horses. People go to war on horses. People maybe swim. People fight. All right, like bergaduh, fight. It's in physical fights. So maybe then you have karate, wushu, and whatever lah. So the inventions that we see, like Zumba, Alsatian, or yoga, aerial yoga. So itu semua invention manusia yang baru. So it's not something that we normally do. So jadi it is okay if you don't have motivation, but always make intention. And from one intention, then you will make more intentions in the future. Trust me, because the motivation selalunya akan sampai apabila kita nampak kesan. Ya, apabila kita nampak kesan. So contohnya, kalau saya lama tak exercise, I will get headaches. So when I start exercising, that headaches will go away. So that become my motivation. All right, so find your own motivation. Yeah, sometimes it can be your friend. Sometimes, I don't know, everybody has to his own lah. So I would like to leave you with this. Senaman yang terbaik ialah senaman yang kita dapat lakukan secara konsisten. So there is no perfect exercise. Alright, so it's what fits you. What fits you and what you can do for long periods of time. Maksudnya secara consistently lah. So bukan buat 1 bulan, 2 bulan lepas tu give up. Because susah. Contohnya macam if you don't like jogging, you don't like running, don't force yourself. Macam saya, I don't like jogging, I don't like running. I like walking. So I walk and I've been doing that for lama lah. I've been doing that consistently. So find something that you enjoy, find something that is easy for you to do and you can do it consistently. Yeah, so jangan ikut orang lain. And with consistency, then maybe you will find that, okay, I'm going to try jogging, for example, or if you want to try another exercise that maybe interest you. So macam kawan saya tadi, dia start dengan walking and now he's running 10K. So go small, yeah, go small, start small, you don't have to go big, yeah. So dengan itu, I hope this has been beneficial to you. Maybe I will try to take some questions for a couple of minutes. Okay, so thank you everyone. Back to you, Miss Moderator. I will try to unshare this. How do I unshare this? Okay, stop share.
All right, thank you, Doctor. Actually, I kind of agree with you with the intention part because sometimes whenever I want to do a walk like tomorrow morning, tonight I macam okay, so I nak buat walk, so tonight I dah prepare myself, I dah sleep early and do something to prepare myself for tomorrow. Tak terlalu penat lah orang cakap. And whenever after the walk, I feel more energetic, even though it's still in the morning. Okay, so I kind of agree with you with the intention part, and then the it does when we are doing exercise, of course, like macam Dr. cakap tadi kan ada frequency. Sometimes kita kemas rumah pun kita sapu sampah, mak lantai every day, so there's frequency there, so it is count as an exercise too, isn't it? Okay, so we move to our next session, which is Q&A session. So kepada para hadirin, kalau ada soalan boleh letakkan dalam chat box or boleh buka mic and tanya doktor sendiri. Okay, dipersilakan siapa nak tanya soalan.
So in the meantime, saya check chat section lah. So anybody wants to ask guna mic boleh sahaja. Oh, rupa-rupanya yang tak boleh duduk tu zaman sekolah lagi ya. Oh, cakap lemak turun kat punggung. Oh my god, macam mana lemak tu nak turun kat punggung? Lemak tu dia duduk dekat tempat dia saja, mana boleh pindah-pindah. Sel tak boleh pindah-pindah lah. Kalau sel yang pindah-pindah tu adalah sel kanser tau. Sel kanser je yang boleh pindah randah daripada otak pergi ke hepa ke ataupun daripada breast pergi ke pancreas ke, itu sel kanser sahaja yang boleh berpindah randah. Sel-sel lain tak boleh pindah randah ya, tak boleh turun-turun atau naik-naik, tak boleh. Okay, so Dr. Jiin said I can offer a free tool, a car for people to exercise. Yes, I have an SUV, so siapa-siapa nak exercise guna SUV saya pun juga boleh. So any questions? Kalau tak ada masa nak bersenam. Dr. Razina kata tak ada masa nak bersenam. We have to make time. That's why you need to make intention. We all need to make intention. Sebab bila tak ada intention, nak tunggu ada masa free tu memang tak ada masa free. Sebab tu the intention part is very important. Ya. Okay. Dr. Farah, betul ke orang cakap kalau kita rasa gatal dekat badan, time kita lari, orang jogging maksudnya lemak kita pecah? No. You rasa that kind of sensation is just the stimulation of the nerve endings, yeah, stimulation of the nerve endings sebab mungkin badan kita bergegar semasa kita berlari dan especially if you haven't done it for a long time, yeah, so the body is not used to that gegaran dalam badan tu kan, so they stimulate the nerve endings because they ingat maybe there is something wrong, but after a time that sensation will go away. Ya, macam selalu I know that feeling because when I first started jogging dulu, rasa dekat bahagian pinggang ni sakitnya macam like senak, and then after that you cannot run and you can just walk, but now that feeling is no longer there. But if it's still there, then maybe it's just maybe your nerve endings are extra sensitive or something like that. So it's not that your lemak is pecah. No. Okay. Betul ke kalau nak kurus elakkan makan tengah malam? Seperti saya sebutkan, kalau nak kurus, you must create a caloric deficit. Yeah, you must create a caloric deficit. Saya personally, kalau if you ask me, I do not recommend eating at night. I do not recommend eating at night. Oh yes, since you asked that, I came across a study yang mengatakan bahawa, yeah, very good question. Yang mengatakan bahawa if you have a very early dinner, maksudnya waktu dinner kita dengan waktu tidur kita kena panjang if you want to lose weight, because they found that people who have, I can't remember the term they use, tapi the waktu yang kita dinner dengan waktu kita tidur tu, contohnya kita dinner pukul 6, lepas tu kita tidur pukul 10 malam, so that's 4 hours kan, 4 hours of gap. So the longer the gap, the better it is for weight loss. So they compare dengan orang yang macam makan pukul, contohnya makan pukul 9, tidur pukul 11 malam. They compare dengan orang yang makan early dinner lah. So basically they compare people who take early dinner and late dinner, and then tidur pada pukul 11 malam. So they found that the longer your gap between dinner and your time of sleep, the better. So I always recommend, personally, saya recommend have an early dinner. Have early dinner and go to bed early. So maksudnya early dinner maybe 6 or 7, and jangan, and be your bedtime is about around 11 macam tu. So at least you have like about 5 hours of gap before you go to sleep. Yeah, so if you're thinking about weight loss, so you should lengthen this period from your dinner to a time of sleep. And tolonglah lepas dinner tak payahlah nak makan lagi. Yeah, so orang kata makan waktu malam tu, it's not wrong. It's just there are better, healthier options. So contohnya saya bagi a bowl of salad and I give you a chocolate cake. Kalau makan chocolate cake, mati ke? Tak mati kan? But it's better to have that bowl of salad. Itulah the analogy yang saya boleh fikirkan. Yeah? But it's not good. It's not good to go to bed with a full stomach, because and physiologically pun, because like I said, when we go to bed, apabila kita tidur tu, kita punya badan tu sepatutnya relax dan stop doing the activity yang kita sepatutnya lakukan pada waktu siang, contohnya makan atau exercise. So these are the activities that we should do in the waktu siang. So waktu malam tu sepatutnya badan kita dah tak perlu buat benda-benda tu semua. So because we want to prepare our body untuk proses pembaik pulihan. So kalau if you go to bed with a full stomach, your body needs to recharge, your body needs to refuel, your body needs to repair. But at the same time needs to digest your food that is inside the stomach. So energy untuk pembaik pulihan terpaksa dikurangkan, sebab the other energy, half of the energy needs to go to the digestion process. Do you think that's optimum? No. I hope that answers your question. Okay, okay, dia tanya doktor, swimming senaman paling baik, betul ke tak betul? It depends on what you can do, what you like to do, your own capability. Kita semua ada limitation kan, kita semua ada kemampuan diri masing-masing. There is no perfect exercise. The only perfect exercise is the one that you can do consistently. Okay, may I know your evaluation couch to the 5K program? What is this evaluation of the couch to 5K program? Oh, you mean from couch to running 5K, is it? I've never heard of this program, honestly. I feel sad because I'm still on the couch. Right. So if you feel sad because you're still on the couch, then let's make intention. So tomorrow morning, you're going to walk for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. I'm not asking much. 10 minutes. I'm sure you can do 10 minutes. And another thing that I would recommend people to do is I like to multitask. So when I exercise, when I'm alone, I like to listen to podcast or any. Saya pernah mention kadang-kadang saya listen to cerita hantu. So bila saya dengar cerita hantu pagi-pagi, bila saya buat my morning walk kan, terus automatically saya punya jalan tu jadi cepat. So do whatever that fits you. Okay. Macam mana nak tambah berat badan selain makan banyak calories? Okay. I'm assuming that you're still a student and you're still young. So don't worry. Because your weight will increase as you grow older. Yeah, your weight will increase definitely as you grow older, because when we hit 30s, our body metabolic rate, basal metabolic rate, our metabolic rate will start to decrease 1% each year. So when that increases, then, and if you still maintain your old eating habits, which is makan banyak or eat in excess, then you will gain weight. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling up. Apa lagi ya? Betul kena okay. Lepas berpeluh tak digalakkan untuk cuci muka dengan air untuk elakkan titik peluh. Panau, because titik peluh ni I'm guessing is the panau that you're talking about. Panau is because of fungal infection. Has nothing to do with washing your face. I wash my face a lot right after exercise, sometimes in the gym if I want to rush for my prayer kan. So right after lepas zumba tu dengan muka peluh-peluh ni, terus cuci muka untuk ambil wudu. Still okay, I think. Okay. Alright, so you want to take protein powder, go ahead. Alright. But if you take protein powder, make sure you do weight training lah, because then protein powder will become useful. Yeah, because the excess protein that you take to will help to build the protein blocks in your muscle fiber. So if you just take protein but you're not working out, so that protein cannot go anywhere. Yeah, protein bila kita makan protein, it is either used or excreted or change into a different substrate fuel and excreted. Tapi to change protein to a different substrate, for example acetyl-CoA, which then can go into the Krebs cycle, blah 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 blah, takes energetically expensive. Maksudnya dia it consumes a lot of energy to change your protein into a substrate yang kita boleh gunakan to produce tenaga. So usually your body doesn't like that. Our body likes to conserve energy. So dia akan guna apa-apa yang ada, and your fat, your carbohydrate sources, your fat sources, sumber protein, sumber lemak, sumber karbohidrat banyak. So tak perlu nak tukar protein into jadi sumber tenaga yang boleh digunakan. So usually it is excreted. So if you want to take protein, yes, but make sure you do weight training so that protein can be used to increase your muscle mass. Okay. Right.
The last question.
Last question. Okay, I'm going to choose. Saya akan okay, saya akan ambil yang ini. Okay, Dr. Farah, betul ke tidur lewat atau tak makan sarapan mudah jadi gemuk? Okay, tidur lewat. There are a few theories why tidur lewat boleh menyebabkan increase in body weight, because somehow it leads to increase in hunger hormone bila kita tidur lewat, and that leads to snacking. Okay, and also I recently, not recently, like yesterday, I came across a study that says you sleep early and you sleep late leads to weight gain. So maksudnya you sleep late tu, it's somehow it leads to an increase in fat gain lah, ataupun weight gain compared to those who slept early. All right. I don't know why the reason is, but I guess there must be something is changing how your physiology works. Yeah. Because human beings are supposed to sleep early. We should go to bed early and not wait until pukul 12 atau pukul 1 baru tidur. Yeah, because that is our circadian rhythm. Our circadian rhythm is only the internal clock. We must sleep around 11 or 12, because after 11 or 12, that's when your growth hormone is secreted. So the growth hormone is the hormone that is used for repair. And is this usually secreted at that particular time? Sebab dia mengikut the circadian rhythm, our internal body clock. So our body clock kata pukul 11, pukul 12, we secrete the hormone. But if you don't sleep at that time, there will be no hormone secreted. So that is going to affect your healing process, and maybe akan mengganggu proses-proses yang lain, akhirnya menyebab kepada weight gain. And if you don't eat breakfast, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I don't take breakfast, but sometimes I do. So it is really up to you. But if you don't take breakfast, make sure you don't over consume waktu lunch. So apa yang berlaku, tak makan breakfast, kononnya nak reduce calorie, tapi bila waktu lunch, nasi menggunung macam tu, ataupun 2 pinggan because you feel hungry. So if you do not want to eat breakfast, it's okay, but make sure your lunch is just a normal lunch, macam normal lunch you would take if you eat breakfast. All right. Okay, so I guess that's all. Thank you for all your questions. I really appreciate them, and I'm sorry I cannot answer all the questions. So I hope this sharing has been beneficial. All right, back to you, Ms. Moderator, Ms. Nabila. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for answering all the questions. Even ada part yang kita tak dapat jawab semua kan. And thank you for your presentation before. It does help in answering all this confusion about is this a mythos or fact before this.